Okay, so you saw that Lakers game last night, right, against the Bulls.
I did. Yeah, that was a tough one.
That ending with Giddey's half-court shot, I mean, honestly, you couldn't script it.
No, you don't see that every day.
You're just sitting there thinking the Lakers, they've got this one in the bag, and then bam, game over.
Yeah, it was a total shock.
That kind of loss, and it really makes you wonder what's going on with this team.
Definitely raises some serious questions for sure.
And that's exactly what we're going to dive into today. Some of those questions and concerns surrounding the Lakers.
Sounds good.
We've got some interesting analysis to dig into from former NBA player Kendrick Perkins.
Oh, yeah. Perkins always has some strong opinions.
He does, and he didn't hold back when he was talking about the Lakers on First Take earlier this week.
I bet he had some things to say.
Oh, yeah. And our goal here is to really break down those concerns for you and try to figure out what they might mean for the Lakers moving forward, as we get closer to the playoffs.
Right. Try to see the bigger picture.
Exactly. So to set the stage for you, the headline over at Clutch Points really caught my eye.
What was it?
It says, Kendrick Perkins drops troubling Lakers take after collapse to Bulls.
Oh, wow. Trebling take. Okay. I'm interested.
And the first thing Perkins said, and he actually repeated it just to really emphasize his point, was, the Lakers are in trouble. The Lakers are in trouble.
Wow. He really doubled down on that.
He did. You could hear that concern in his voice for sure.
It's hard to ignore a statement like that, especially coming from someone like Perkins who's been around the league for so long.
Yeah, and it's interesting, right? Because this statement comes right on the heels of that tough loss to the Bulls.
A game they really should have won.
Right. You're watching them, you think they're in control, and then suddenly they lose in such a deflating way.
Yeah. It was a tough one to watch for sure.
And it wasn't just a close game that slipped away. If you look at the fourth quarter specifically, the Bulls completely took over.
Oh, yeah. I remember they went on a run.
They outscored the Lakers 44-26 in that fourth quarter alone.
That's a huge swing in momentum. Like, where did that come from?
Right, exactly. It makes you wonder what happened to the Lakers in those crucial final minutes.
Did they get tired? Did they lose focus? Did the Bulls just outcoach them? Like, what happened there?
And this Bulls game, as bad as it was, it's not an isolated incident. This loss is part of a larger trend that's been developing with the Lakers.
Oh, really? What do you mean?
Well, they've now lost 4 out of their last 5 games.
Oh, wow. That's not good.
And the only win they got during that stretch, it took a LeBron James buzzer beater to beat the Pacers.
Wow. So even when they win, it's not pretty.
Exactly. It's coming down to the wire every time, and it's making people nervous.
Makes you wonder if they can pull it together when it really matters.
And Perkins brought up a stat that I think really highlights their current predicament.
Okay. What is it?
He pointed out that the Lakers are currently 2.5 games back of being in the play-in tournament.
2.5 games out of the play-in. That's not where you want to be.
No, it's not, especially for a team that was considered a contender earlier in the season.
Especially after the hype they had with that trade.
Yeah, after they got Luka Doncic, everybody was saying they were the team to beat.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. And now look at them fighting to even make the play-in.
It's a really precarious position to be in.
Especially with the playoffs just around the corner.
Now, here's what I think is really interesting and potentially a huge factor in all of this. Perkins brought up LeBron James's health.
LeBron's health, yeah, that's always a concern.
He's not convinced that LeBron is fully recovered from his injury.
Makes sense. He's been playing a lot of minutes lately.
Here's a direct quote from Perkins. LeBron James is not healthy. I think he's probably 70-75%.
Wow, 70-75%. That's significant.
If that's true, it definitely explains some of their struggles.
Absolutely. LeBron's not at 100%. The whole team suffers.
Think about it. His ability to drive to the basket to create shots for his teammates, it's all impacted if he's not at full strength.
And they rely on him so heavily for everything.
Plus, you have to remember, he just came back from that calf strain after missing 2 weeks.
And he's been playing heavy minutes since his return.
Exactly. So, has he really had enough time to fully recover?
It's a tough balance, right? They need to win now, but they also need LeBron healthy for the playoffs.
And if all of that wasn't enough to worry about, Stephen A. Smith made a pretty bold prediction about their upcoming schedule.
Oh, really? What did he say?
He said, and I quote, the Lakers should lose 5 of their next 6 games.
5 out of the next 6. Wow, he's not holding back.
When you look at their schedule, it's not hard to see why he's so pessimistic.
Yeah, who do they have coming up?
Well, they've got the Grizzlies, then the Rockets, then the Warriors, followed by the Pelicans.
Oof, that's a tough stretch.
And then they have back-to-back games against the Thunder.
Wow, that's brutal.
And after that, they face the Mavericks, then another game against the Rockets, and finally the Trailblazers.
So basically they're playing playoff contenders, teams fighting for a play-in spot, and young teams that are always looking to make a statement.
Yeah, exactly. It's a gauntlet of a schedule.
Mm.
And if LeBron isn't 100% like Perkins suggests, it's going to be really hard to get wins.
It's going to be an uphill battle for sure.
It's a far cry from where they were earlier in the season, remember, after that trade for Luka Doncic.
Oh, wait, that didn't actually happen, did it?
No, no, that was just a hypothetical scenario I was thinking about.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute.
But you get the point. They were the number 2 seed in the West at one point.
Yeah, they were looking really good.
And now they're struggling just to stay in the playoff picture.
What a turnaround.
It's a stark contrast for sure.
It's like they're a completely different team now.
Yeah, and the article we're looking at points out that they had 8 losses just in the month of March alone.
8 losses in 1 month. Wow, that's a big drop-off.
It really is, and it suggests that there's not just one thing wrong here. It's a combination of factors.
Right, like LeBron's health, maybe some issues with team chemistry, the pressure of the playoff race, all of that plays a role.
Right, and so where do they stand now? Well, their overall record is 44 wins and 29 losses.
Okay, so that puts them tied for 4th in the West.
It does, but that 4th seed doesn't feel very secure when you consider their recent performance and that tough schedule ahead.
No, not at all. They could easily slip down the standings.
And so we come back to Perkins's main point. He believes the Lakers are in trouble.
And it's hard to argue with him when you look at the evidence.
Right. It's not an overreaction to one game. It's a genuine concern based on all the things we've discussed.
Hmm.
Their recent struggles, LeBron's health, that brutal schedule. It's all adding up.
And it makes you wonder, what can they do to turn things around?
That's the million-dollar question, right? What do they need to fix and how do they fix it?
And do they even have enough time left in the season to make those changes?
And that's the big question I want to leave you with today as you think about everything we've discussed. What do you think is the single most important thing the Lakers need to address right now?
Is it getting LeBron back to 100%? Is it making some tactical adjustments? Is it something else entirely? What do you think?
And given their remaining games and how they're playing right now, do you think they can actually turn things around and live up to those high expectations we all had for them earlier this season?
It's a tough situation, and it's going to be interesting to see how it all plays out.
That's for sure.
So there you have it, folks. The Lakers, a team at a crossroads.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive. It's been a fascinating one.
As always, it's been a pleasure chatting with you.
Until next time, everyone.
Take care.